My God. What? How fabulous. I feel the presence of something great, something fabulous, someone beautiful, but we'll get there. Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Here today on this occasion, I have some iced coffee in my Corey King tumbler because by being a Corey King fan, I am also representing Team Lydia Butthole Collins still because All Stars 10. I am drinking some seductively caramel iced coffee today because, you know, I was also feeling very seductive because of someone we have on the podcast here today. I don't know who that could be. Very, very seductive. You know, that's
sure.
The energy of today.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I am Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. I am just drinking a little bit of water because hydration is important. And I got my cup mug because why wouldn't you have your cup mug? And you should get your cup mug at lanacheesecreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And we do ship internationally. We do. It shows. I know this for sure now. And domestically in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. So there are no excuses except Brazil for some reason. I don't know. But every place else, you can get your cup mug. So get your cup mug and thank you.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I don't have a cute intro, but I do have a cute shirt. I am wearing my Pitita shirt. Yeah. And it is signed right there.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I wonder why you're doing that, David.
I don't know. But I am drinking some water.
Cool.
Lovely.
Well, hello, guys. It's your favorite Black queer content creator, KaMorian, aka Sparkling Alien, and I am drinking some nice Gatorade today. And I am so super excited because, you know, we have someone special today, my first ever Drag Race winner. So I'm like freaking out fangirling right now, but I'm just so excited.
I don't know who you're talking about, KaMorian.
What?
I mean,
I don't know.
Who's this beautiful, lovely, incredible guest we have here today? I don't know.
Oh, I know.
It's me. Is it my time?
It is.
Yes.
Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. It's Pitita, all the way from Barcelona, Spain, calling to all y'all. Okay, so this is about introducing yourself. I am a Drag Race winner. You may know about the Spanish franchise, one of the first actually to ever appear. And we have beautiful IMDb rankings. And today I am so happy that I'm here, that I brought you something. I wish we could share it, but I brought champagne. And I'm going to open it right now. Like,
Wow.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, yes, honey. Because I'm in drag. I need to do a show after this. And I haven't been drinking for a whole week because I was sick. So today I'm going to celebrate.
Period.
And better than you with the network. Oh, well, like, cheers, even though you're not drinking, but like.
Cheers to you, honey.
And I want the cup. Okay.
You will get one.
You will
We'll
get
send you one.
We will get
We
you
will
one.
send you one.
Good. Super happy to be here, baby. Super happy to be here. Okay, let me say to everyone, this is my favorite podcast, like review Drag Race podcast ever. Like I used to watch you all the time during my my season because you have great taste and you like the franchises and you love me. So it was just get me going. It would get me going all the way. But yeah, I'm super proud to be here. Super happy that you guys remember me and appreciate me. It's been a very long ride till now. Here I am, still alive and more gorgeous than ever. And the fillers are working.
Good.
You are gorgeous than that. Look, we more than liked you. We absolutely adored you. We stand you here on this podcast. You were like our favorite throughout the whole entire season you were on. Like, there was never anybody on this podcast that was not singing Pitita's praises at some point in time. So you were adored. We love you.
I remember. That's why I was watching you all the time. But they were like, and from the first chapter that you don't even get to know me at all. Like they were like, oh, but that.
What?
And they were like, thank you. Someone is actually understanding. There's more people around.
Baby, the moment you came out, we were like, who is this queen? And
Gorgeous woman.
where do I sign up for the fan club?
Right.
Where am I signing up? Oh, and now I'm a permanent member of the fan club, to the point where, like, baby, I'm coming to Barcelona the moment I can so we can hang out again. Like, it's going to happen. Like, no, we're obsessed with you still to this day. Like,
thank you.
We're so happy to finally have you on the podcast this week to talk about what a certainly interesting episode of All Star 10.
Today actually I think the most controversial we have since this season of All Stars, probably. So very, very suiting for me. Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
That sounds like a good segue, David. Because very controversial.
Well,
Yeah.
I think that's a good. Yeah, we got other stuff to talk about, but I think that was the perfect segue. Like, honestly.
I can go ahead and ask about it then.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you, Pitita, because there have been a lot of people online saying, oh, Ginger's getting so much favoritism. The season's built for her, blah, 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 blah. And I know it's different situations, but during season 3 of Drag Race España, a lot of people, not us, a lot of people were saying, Pitita's getting favoritism, blah, 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 blah. There was a very mixed fan reaction. So I'm wondering if you were able to relate at all to the situation that's going on with Ginger.
I'd say a little, because probably she has been having to read similar things that I had to. But I think the situation is very, very different. They are competing on 3 episodes, and suddenly wins something about design, which has always been her lowest talent. Suddenly they have country thing when she has a country album, and next episode is an acting where we know that she's great. So I gotta say I may agree that the thing is a little the thought of her a little, let's say that. But and I agree that there were people who were saying that there was favoritism again towards me. But I have to say, and I've always defended the same. There were many questionable decisions in my season, but they never had to do something with me. Okay, all the things that happened to me were super fair. Sorry, like every single time I won, there were many reasons for that to happen, and yes, there were some weird things. But again, it was with other contestants, not with me, and I was just lucky to be there some days, having other people screw up. So what can you say? But I feel for Ginger on the way that nobody deserves hate, or poor girl is doing her thing, and we know she's incredibly talented. We have seen that among the years. It's her 4th time, you guys. Like, come on. Like, if I were on that stage still, I wouldn't care, because she has had a career. She has been working all around. She has, like we say here in Spain, like she has her food cut out. Like it's just. I don't think she's that bothered, but it's still a little bothering. Still, I agree with the thing. You know,
it's frustrating to see, because it's most of these people that are sending the hate to her are people that have not gone to see drag in person and are frankly children sitting behind a keyboard who only watch Drag Race because that is the only form of drag that they will actually go interact with, and instead won't go out into their local communities and actually involve themselves with drag in their actual lives and actually involve themselves in the community that is drag at large. And
That's the point. Exactly.
And I said this on social media today, and I stand by this. Regardless of what side of this you're on, at the end of the day, both Ginger and Denali are world famous drag queens that ultimately are probably going to be more talented and better off than most of these people will ever be in their entire lives. So while you're sitting at home spewing hate and doing all of this during Pride Month, nonetheless, they're gonna be fine. So
yeah, that's what I always thought. Like, I understand. Like, I was getting all this hate, and I still feel like that affected very negatively to my career, and it is very sad because there's people that don't know you at all. But every single time I work, every single time I do a gig, I hear the same thing. It's like, oh, now that I see you in person and I get to talk to you, you're nothing like I thought you were on TV. You're very nice and you're actually very talented, and I'm enjoying everything that you're doing right now. And I'm like, hello, welcome. It's a TV show. Like,
it's
haven't
almost
we
like
learned
you were
that already?
edited.
Like, it's not on our hands. We're just doing our best there, fighting for our careers, and just looking forward to be on the best step we can. But like, it's not our fault. We're just being humble drag queens and tired drag queens doing the best we can. Like, it's not fair, and nobody should take it that seriously. But well, it's the world we're in. It's fine. We can live through that. Like, in the end of the day, like you said, they are working, I am working. In the end, like, you get hate, yes, but I got so much more love. Thank God. There's people with common sense out there, and I haven't stopped working. I'm traveling further and further every day. I'm working. I'm living from this. I have a beautiful community, fans, family. Like, I've won so much in life, like, you have no idea. Like, I am one of the happiest persons people you will meet. So I'm good. No worries.
Good.
Like, no worries, and they will be good. So we don't really have to worry. But yeah, about the show, we can chat about it.
I was gonna say, you spoke about people with common sense. You're looking at 3 of them in this top row here. Because,
I know, only 3.
Well, the 3 of us, I will say, KaMorian, no shade, but at the time when we covered your season, it was the first season that the 3 of us covered together for the channel. So, you know, common sense here was, you know, we were, you know, 3 people here with common sense. KaMorian is also a person with common sense. No shade. Just KaMorian was not here.
Yeah.
Adrian, that's your Instagram account? Did you publish things about Drag Race?
Yeah.
No.
Yes,
Oh,
I do.
It's you.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
like, I actually, when I first, like, I didn't start, like, with Twitter, I actually did, like, Runway video compilations. So I actually
exactly.
made one of yours, actually. So
I've seen that so many times. Thank you for doing that.
Yes, you're welcome. Because, like, you know what I mean? I always make sure that, you know, I appreciate all things drag from all over the world. So I did watch your season back, and I was in love with you and your looks. Like, I remember, like, the ball episode. I think one look in particular, I think it was the windmill. When the women think the women wanted that, when I said that, I was like, wow.
See, and then people tell me that I didn't deserve to win. Who the fuck has done that in life? Like, come on, girl. Really? Maybe you're a little jealous. Like, okay, in Spain, I understand. Like, baby, here in Spain, the national sport is jealousy. Like, it's everywhere. It's been like, it's been said everywhere, like, for years here. Like, this sentence, you will never, it's not going to be, well, maybe it's the first time you hear it, but like, here in Spain, like, everybody says it, and it applies to every single job or area or whatever. Like, it is like that. So I was not surprised. I was not popular against Spanish people. They are bothered to see someone nice and talented and doing better and being innovative. And like, sorry, these people here, sometimes we bother because they wish they were like us, and they will Not learn from it, but complain. Not the best mindset to grow, but that's on you.
Yeah.
I will still continue being talented. So.
Yeah. Everybody can't be like us, Petita. Everybody just
Right.
can't be like us. They just
Exactly.
they just
We
not like us.
have
They just not like us, you know.
Right.
Exactly. But they should learn. And if you are one of these people and you're watching this podcast, learn what you're about
Do
to
better.
hear. And learn what you're about to listen. Because maybe you will be a better person tomorrow. You don't know.
Period. Do better, people.
I love that we just got Pitita realizing in real time who KaMorian was.
Yes,
Because
that was great.
Logan and I got something very similar when we were at DragCon LA last year. And we went up to Petita's booth and we were waiting in line. And then suddenly she looks at us and she's like, oh, I know you.
I know you.
Because we had no idea you even watched our coverage.
Yeah.
So that was a shock to us. We're like, what?
I think I sent a message once, but I don't remember. But I think it just comes to my mind. But don't trust me. Like drag queens will lie a lot. So.
I think you had commented on one of our videos at one point, and we
maybe
were like,
yes.
oh my
maybe
god,
that,
oh my god, oh my god. But it was at the time we were both so overwhelmed with DragCon that it was like, oh my god, oh my god. And I remember David and I turned to each other in that line when you recognized us, and we were both like, what is happening?
I just loved watching all my reviews.
Because you were the first you were the first winner that like recognized us. And it was like DragCon in general was such a surreal experience, and that experience to this day is one of my favorites as well. I want to highlight the signature from you here. I have one as well. But what I also want to highlight here is the fact that while we were at DragCon, you did ask for someone very specific, and she was not there at DragCon, and that is our dear sweet Lana here, because she wasn't able to make it at DragCon. But I want to tell you, Pitita, when we confirmed you for this podcast here today, I called Lana that night. I called her immediately because I wanted to make sure that she was going to be here for this episode. So I called her and I said, hey, Lana, what are you doing at the time that we're recording now? And she was like, I don't think anything.
Nothing.
Why?
I said nothing. I'm not doing anything.
And I was like, would you like to do the All-Stars recap this week with Pitita?
Wait, what?
Would you like to do the All-Stars recap this week with Pitita?
Wait, what?
Would you like to do the All-Stars recap this week with Pitita? You remember Pitita?
Yeah. I definitely want to do an All-Stars recap with Pitita. Because Pitita, I was not going to do this recap. I was going to take my day and take a break today. I was like, I'm not going to do the recap this morning or Friday, whenever we did it. I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take this one off. It's fine. And then when Logan says it's with Pitita, I was like, oh, I'm there. I'm so there.
I appreciate your taking your time to be here with me, baby. I would have been very sad if you were not here. I have to confess.
I would have been. If I had something to do, considered it canceled. Like, considered it canceled at that moment. I don't care what it is. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I can't do this, whatever I'm supposed to do today, because I have to be there for Pitita. And if I couldn't, the agony that I would have felt in my heart to not be here.
I have a morning meeting with the winner of Drag Race España season 3. Sorry, I can't make it.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's where
it would have been like, oh, I'm sorry, I can't sing at this funeral today. I'm so sorry, I can't be at this whatever thing I'm supposed to. I don't care. It's Pitita. So no way.
I really appreciate it, baby. I'm so happy we get to meet each other. Even though it's online, this is not a job interview, but I'm sure we're gonna.
I'll take it.
After this.
Absolutely.
The fact that Logan and David came and told me after DragCon that you literally said my name and asked for me personally, I was like,
yes, you were my favorite. Like, I am just always driven to people with big personalities, and you are one of those. And like watching you every week, and like all the things you have to say, and how I don't know how your opinion works, and how your understanding of what we do. I don't know. I just fell in love with you so much, and I really love you. Every single week, like I appreciate you all, guys. Like it's not no difference. Like she was just my favorite all the time. She was like, I just need to see that woman talking about me because it just fills my heart. So really, I really do appreciate it. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. So keep on doing what you're doing, guys, because I'm sure there's gonna be way more queens all around that are very fulfilled with Joe. You know what we go through to do what we do on the show. So just to have these kind words and this time from people that really are taking their also personal time to actually have fun and help us actually get to more people, especially from the franchises. Like I was lucky enough to be in Lay, and I've been lucky enough to be in 3 drag cons already. Like I've got to meet and have conversations with all the most important drag queens in the world, besides RuPaul, not yet. But like like I am like super ecstatic and happy, and that's because there's people like you who are taking us seriously, because we're like competing from the other corner of the world. So really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Really.
Of course.
Love it.
Of course. It's always been important for us here to, like, the US seasons are great and we're going to cover them, of course, but the international seasons are what we love the most, because it's important to highlight cultures that we don't have the experience with, that we don't have that we don't have the experiences with, and to do it through a queer lens, especially, like, how fun, how exciting. That's why I love Drag Race. That's why I've always loved all of the international franchises, and to get to experience that is so cool. And to have so many queens now like joining us on this journey, like it's just been such a cool experience.
Yeah, Freya was here last week, right?
Yeah,
right.
We had Freya. We just had Lena on for this week's Runway review episode.
Okay.
We've had so many queens on this year, so thank you to all the queens we've had this year so far. With plenty more to come. We can't wait, but we should get into this episode, because baby, there is a lot to talk about. All Stars 10, episode 8. We come back into the workroom after a very wicked episode last week. How fun, how lovely.
Beautiful to have them both judges there. Like, oh my god, Cynthia and Ariana, what a dream to be there together. Like, come on. That's one of my favorite couples ever to be judging, especially after all what they've done. Like, gorgeous. Yeah.
So good. But we have our bottom 4 queens coming in, talking about what they're going to do with their QVC points. Everybody's talking. There's, the discussion on whether, is everyone going to play fair? Because this is the first time we're seeing them talk about points here. So is everybody going to play fair? Acid is saying, we don't have to play fair. And of course, Acid Betty's going to be the agent of chaos here, talking about, well, do we need to be playing fair? Are we going to do what are we going to do here? All for it to turn out with all 4 of them just giving their point to their partner, which I think honestly is the right way to go, because as we talked about last week, everyone did do really well in this challenge, to the point where anybody could have been in the top.
Yeah.
Especially the ones that were not on the top. Sorry for my opinion, but like, if I had to pick, like, the lowest ones were the one who won. Sorry.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Who would you have had, Pitita? Who would you have in the top?
Either one of the other couples. I think they both did an amazing job. Okay, I would actually go with Denali and Betty, because I love Cuckoo so much. She's one of the kindest people I've known. Like, she's amazing. But I can see the cartoon. I can see the costumey part of it. So I may be a little turned off by that. But like, sorry, girl. Like, okay, Daya was alright, was acceptable, but poor Ginger. We know that's not her thing. That was a horrible tube dress that actually was making her bigger, and that train had no sense at all. Like, we've never seen that, and actually we have. It has never been done like that. Like, maybe that was a mistake, a very big mistake, something that went wrong. So the fact that they won, I'm sorry, I don't agree, but whatever. I'm just 16-year-old experienced seamstress who has done one of the most amazing fashions on Drag Race. So don't listen to me.
What do you know? Look, what do you know, Pitita? What do you know?
What do I know exactly?
Yeah. What do you know? No big deal
What
or
do you
anything.
think? Do you agree with them winning?
I didn't agree with them winning.
No, I
either.
didn't agree. We didn't agree.
I said Alyssa and Cuckoo.
They were nice, but like I can see the costuming part. But Denali was a pretty nice dress that looked well constructed, as well as very like you could buy that. You can actually see that. Like it was. Sometimes on these design challenges, it's not about the creativity that much, if not the finishings, or if not something that you could actually buy or see, or that is relatable to people. Sometimes it's not going that far, just far enough so it's drag, but like the construction and the I don't know, the viability of aspect of it, it's sometimes more valued, as I've seen on the show, than the super over the top that sometimes can rather go the cheap way or the too much way. Like it's drag, it's all right, but like on the design challenge, you may want to like everyone. You know what I mean? Like you may want to do something that all the judges will like. Yes, I could actually see that on a red carpet.
Right.
You know.
We say simple but effective here as the way to the way to define that. That's kind of what we said with especially Denali's. Like Denali's was very simple but effective. It was so clean. It was so well done, and so was Passage to an extent. Yeah, definitely. But yes, they all end up giving their point to their partner. So now everyone's on the board. How refreshing, again, for everyone to be on the board after week 1. How refreshing.
And especially after week 2. Come on. Like, I'm still getting recovered by that thing. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, bracket 2 kind of broke the mold on that. That was kind of wild, but yeah. But child. Okay.
Well, someone didn't claim to be congenial. It's fine. Like, like still, like I respect Mistress so much, and she does great TV. But like, I don't know, maybe it's not about that at all. Like maybe if you're that smart about Drag Race, sometimes it's not about the placement. It's not about the points. It's just about how good can people receive you. And if you're being mean, like literally mean and like left-sided, like if you're literally doing a villain work, that may be dangerous, girl. I don't know. Like you will have work like forever for sure. Like she's a great drag queen, but like some people, I'm sure, will not want to hire you because of that one. And I would be concerned about that.
And you know who's getting the Fenty brand deals right now? Not Mistress Isabel Brooks, but Nicole Paige Brooks from Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh,
as she should.
See, she tried, and she did a good job. And actually, she should be very proud to be back because she has done an amazing job, I think.
Period.
But yes, so we go next day in the workroom. Ginger is showing off the fact that she's a huge target by wearing a star top because she's an all-star. Sure.
Yeah, we know. 3 times.
We got it, girl.
4 now.
4. Well, the regular season.
Well,
3 times.
You're right. Yeah. But we get a mini challenge.
That shocked me. I was like, oh.
I was not expecting that at all.
No. But we are doing a Cher Horowitz photo shoot as F.
As F. I love that because Clueless is one of my favorite movies to watch. I can watch Clueless.
Yeah.
Every time it come on, if it's on my TV, I'm watching it. I don't care what's happening. I love Clueless. So when I was like, oh, not the Cher Horowitz.
Right. We probably both watched it in the movie theaters 30 years ago.
I absolutely did watch it in a movie theater 30 years ago. I was both there.
I saw it multiple times in the theater.
Me too.
I was not.
I was there. So it's fine.
Me too.
But I love I love that for you. But I enjoyed it. I loved the whole photo shoot. I thought it was funny. I mean, Rue really loved this whole you read the lines, you act it out type of thing. Because I feel like we've seen this a couple of times on the show when they do photo shoots like this. So I'm like,
Not for a while, but I loved seeing it.
on the regular season, we saw it, and then we've seen it. I think on the last since 16 and 17, I know for sure I've seen it. And I hadn't watched a whole lot of drag up to that point. So those 2 years I've seen it in that when Rue was there. So I'm like, I love it. I love that though. I kind of enjoyed it. It was a fun challenge. It wasn't anything too big or anything like you have to think about. It was just a fun challenge.
Certainly.
Yeah, I don't know. I was very surprised that they were doing that. I was like, okay, this chapter may not have content enough. Sometimes we have to fill in the timings. But yeah, I have seen the movie and I actually liked it. But at the same time, I love to see all the queens doing stupid. Like, we need to see that. And you actually see who is actually talented on being stupid and who's actually not. Okay,
Right.
we're gonna get there later, but there's one contestant of this bracket who is trying so hard, and it's like, it's not for you, girl, not for you, Miss Alista. You are not that.
Yeah,
You're not that
you said it.
girl.
You said it.
Like, she
That
is
stupid queen
not
is not you.
comfortable. She is trying hard because she knows, but like, girl, funny may
Maybe.
not be your thing. You're gorgeous, beautiful, elevated drag, but like when we get to the songs, you will get there. We'll get there. But I enjoyed it. I like seeing some of them. Like, I think Denali actually won. She did a great job, and Cynthia too. I just love Cynthia so much.
I
love Cynthia so much.
I am the resident Cuckoo defender of this podcast. I agree. Cuckoo was incredible.
Yeah.
I love it. I don't know who has subtitles on when they watch, but I do. The subtitles here were so shady while she was reading for someone. I don't remember who it was, but the subtitles while she was talking said flatly saying whatever she was saying, and I was like, that's so shady. I was like, how dare you, subtitles? How dare
Shade
you?
on the editing, but there's also shade on the subtitles. I didn't know
Yes,
that.
there's shade in the subtitles.
My
too. Like,
God.
how dare you do this to my cuckoo?
Oh,
Don't you
baby. Subtitles are the most shadiest thing. Watching all the international shows, I'm like, now this can't be what that means, what they're saying this means. It is so
Right.
shady what they do. And so I'm like, I'll be questioning the people who do the subtitles because I'm like, okay. Right. Because this can't
Shady
mean that.
little boots in the subtitles. That is my new vocal stem right now. Shout out again to Jade Essence Hall. Also earlier in the intro, love Jada. Earlier in the
every
intro,
single time we get dropped a queen name, I probably know her, and I will tell her, and I will tell you how amazing she is. Like, you really imagine that some of them are really uptight people. They believe they are so good. Like, especially the very good ones, like Jada. Like, you sometimes expect some of them to be very, very, like, not friendly at all. And I can tell you, most of them are amazingly lovely. Like, they know who you are, no problem talking to anyone, hugging everyone. Like, they are like, but this is our job. These people who have understood what a drag queen means, being a drag queen means. Like, you are like, it's not cool to be a nasty drag queen, like not wanting to talk to people or having a diva attitude. Like, you can be a diva on stage. Like, when you're next to people that are doing the same thing or people that are actually following you or working with you, it's so important to be like, like many people to like me, like it comes naturally. Like, I'm never like horribly educated to anyone. Like, I love getting well with everyone. Like, I just want to be part of that world. But like, there's people who doesn't, but still, like, not only that, like, it is very comforting that you see, and when you get to know many queens, it's like, okay, thank you. We're living on the same page. We're actually talking the same language, and we're all doing the same, baby. Like, it doesn't matter if you're working here, working there, from this country, the other country. Especially, sorry, among winners, like, you should never feel on top of anyone. Like, we have all done that. Like, and what do we want to come to on which season you were? You were judged by RuPaul or not? You won many challenges. You didn't win much. Like it doesn't matter. Like we are all winners. We are very very important in probably our countries, and we deserve a very peaceful and gorgeous career because we did that.
Absolutely.
And some winners should be reminded that all drag queens are important.
Oh,
I said what I said. No, I know that Jada is a good time gal from that one time backstage with her.
She got me
and
many
Violet.
shots of her drag con. Yeah.
Well, that one time her and Violet were when Violet was like trying to ask for a drink, and Jada goes, Violet's like, "What do you have?" And she goes, "Vodka or tequila."
Vodka or tequila.
Vodka or tequila. Pitita, I knew you were that girl that would know that reference. I love you.
I know the video.
That video is amazing. If you haven't seen it, Logan, send it to them.
I'll send it.
Baby, amazing.
It's so good. But yes, Denali wins the mini challenge. We move on. We find out that our maxi challenge for the week is the girl group challenge, and we are doing Stagecooch. How fun!
Sure.
How fun! Country.
Great.
What we gays love the most.
Right. Love country.
Well, we
I
love
do.
The Oliver Peg
like
with the mask.
country.
That we love. That we can love. But
I like country. I wouldn't say love country, but like is like some country.
I don't like. I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, it's not. Do you have that genre of music, reggaeton, in the States? Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So like this Latino music that is not
reggaeton.
only Latino, like it's a special thing. Okay, here in Spain it's such a big thing, like very big. Like it's one of the most popular, but it's so straight-ish. Even though there's many gay people who like it. Queer people, sorry. And but still, like it's like that. Can we do musicals or I don't know?
Yep, that's how I am with country. I'm sure.
Right.
That may be more related, but yeah, whatever.
But you know what's kind of like crazy though? Like every bracket had like a different genre of what they're doing. So bracket 1, heavy metal. Bracket 2, they had a rapping hip hop challenge, and now bracket 3 has country.
That's true.
Yeah.
And I do like the way that we've honestly overall, now that we know, and we know that next week is like an improv, obviously the Golden Bachelor. I love the way that we've done the distribution of the challenges throughout these 3 brackets. I think it's really well done. Now, has this bracket been more favoritism towards Ginger? Yes. In a lot of ways. But I do love the distribution. Not too much. I'm not going to say too much. Not too much. Just a little bit. Just a tad. But I do love the way that the challenges have been distributed throughout the brackets so far. I think it has been a really nice balance. So I like that we did do country for this one.
They were a little shady in the first one because they had to wear 3 runways, not like the other 2 that they had to construct one. And when you prepare the show, you really do take care about those things because poor people from the first bracket had probably less time. Oh well.
And they had to do a makeover look too.
Exactly. Like the fashion queen. Well.
But yes, so we have Key Your Car, which is they gave 2 references to 2 people that I'm not going to acknowledge on this podcast because neither of them should be acknowledged. And then Trailer Hitch, which is a lot more slutty country. And like Lana, everyone wanted to do that one except for Cuckoo. Cuckoo said, I want to key your car. I want to key somebody's car. I love that. I love that earlier in the episode too, Cuckoo was like, oh, I want to take my point for a walk. I want to go to the grocery store with my point. I just love her.
I have a theory on why people didn't want to do Key Your Car. And it did not occur to me until after I saw it. But the group that had to do Key Your Car also had to do the other songs. So it's basically you're doing 2 songs. While if you did the second group, you just have 1 song you have to learn.
I guess that's fair.
So I think especially Alyssa, I think that's why she was pretty set on, I only want to do one song. I don't want to have to do two songs.
Really only wanted to do that second song, baby.
She really she was not matching at all.
I have to tell you a story. I watched this last night or in the morning. It's almost 6 o'clock in the afternoon here. And I spent my whole day yesterday with, okay, is it working? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You're working.
I spent the whole day yesterday with Teresa May, that you may know from Versus the World and UK. We're great friends. She was here in Barcelona. We did a photo shoot. We recorded some content that I'm sure you're gonna like. And afterwards, we came here. She had a flight this morning. She stayed here, and we watched the episode together because we were like that. And she was the one who actually told me, like, can you see Alyssa? Like, she is them actually trying. Like, that's not her. Like, they're like, yes. Now I can see it. Now that somebody told me, like, poor girl. She had to fight for that, still for that. Sorry, but like,
I think of the interesting thing with Alyssa here. I really think of all 18 queens on this season, Alyssa is the one person I think that is miscast in the wrong bracket.
Yeah.
Same thought. It's like, why is she here? Who asked her here? There's so many
I'm even saying I think she would have been more successful in either one of the other brackets.
But she called Daya the bitch.
That's why she's here. That's the only reason she's here, is to cause drama with Diabetes.
And who remembers that? Like, actually, someone remembers
I didn't. I didn't. They reminded us 14 times between last episode and Untucked, but like...
I remember about the lip sync going horrible for her, even though she was about to win, but like that mistake like just took her off. But like, I remember about that, but like I don't remember about anything else. So sorry, like, it's no shade, but like I feel like there's way more people that need to be back. Like Teresa told me, like, why don't they have April Carrion here besides her, like instead of her? For example, still working girl. She's doing LA. She's working all the time. She's living from this. I think she is. I love her. Like, she's not a long run, but I think it would be so interesting to see her back. For example, no shade, sorry, Alyssa, if you see this. Like, I think she's an amazing player. Like,
yeah, I think for me, I think Alyssa came back too, so I feel like it was still so more growing in it. I think with her coming back, I think she's like coming out like, I have something to prove. I think her scene, I think just because of her language barrier kind of did not help her.
Yeah, true.
As well. So I think she's like, I have to do this. Like, I want to make sure that I stand. Like, I got to show, like, you know what, that you overlooked me on my season. I have more to give. So I feel like that's why she's like trying too hard to understand. It's like, just relax, just breathe, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I think Alyssa probably like do better at song. Maybe like in the future, we have like, A versus the World. Seem like all like, people from España, Mexico, Puerto Rican queens. I think she would probably do better. And I kind of like, I think like, I would love that happened, like versus the world with all like Hispanic queens, so Spain, Mexico. I think she did better.
Competed in Spanish, to your point, KaMorian. I think if she competed on a Spanish-speaking Drag Race franchise,
exactly, yeah,
I think she would do so much better. To be honest with you,
exactly.
Like, I really think that's where she would shine. Honestly,
we're waiting for international Spanish, like not España versus the world, like not that. But like maybe I don't know, Mexico, or just an all-star that it's all in Spanish. Maybe like like they're doing the Asians like the royal
like that. Yeah, exactly.
Like something like that for all the
Reina Latina or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. They
have one of the franchises. Have one of the franchises host it. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. It would be an amazing competition. I think everybody would watch.
I'd watch.
I think it also that they could do like a great service to like all like just all Spanish queens in general. Like, I think especially like in the U.S., like most like Puerto Rican queens, some of that they always get like overlooked and not really ever kind of have like a shining moment, but also I think the language barrier also kind of does like a disservice to them in the competition as well. So I think have something like that, I think it will benefit every single person. I think actually just shows like just the power of Latin drag around the world. I think it will just be like I think a great service to do that personally.
Absolutely.
I
Agree.
completely. But
So-
yes, we end up with our teams. We have Cuckoo, Daya, and Ginger doing Key Your Car as the Mudflaps. Maybe the worst group name for a girl group of all time. And we have Trailer Hitch ending up being Alyssa, Denali, and Acid as the Whiskey Chicks. They do their little group situations that are nothing really happens in the workroom. They go to record with David Steinberg. How lovely to see him. But most importantly, Orville Peck!
Oh my God.
The thirsting they all did, especially Cuckoo.
Especially Alyssa.
How would you not?
I have a theory. I think what's her name? What Oliver Peck? What?
Orville Peck.
What? Orville Peck. I have a theory. It's David with a mask. Don't you think?
Oh, you think
so?
I mean,
With
I am
longer
that
beard.
attractive.
I mean, I've never seen David and Orville Peck in the same room.
Me either.
So
See?
I have heard David sing or attempt to, though. No, I'm kidding.
No, David can sing.
No, I'm kidding.
David
I know David can sing. That's a joke. I know David can sing.
Thank
David
you.
can sing.
You're welcome. Well, no, I don't know. David might be covering up the tattoos on the podcast, but maybe.
True, the tattoo.
I mean, I'm seeing it.
I see the resemblance.
True? Like beautiful smile, beard. We
Yeah.
don't see much else of the face. I think
seeing
you'll have like clear eyes.
Hold on,
Probably.
David.
That's why he wears. That's why he wears the hat every episode. I
The
see the
nose,
theory,
we don't
Pitita.
know.
We don't. Oh, see, David is hiding. Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay, I'm
Wait a
starting
minute.
to
No,
understand.
I wish you all flatter me too much.
I'm starting to understand some things now, David.
David.
All right.
David.
Glad to be your wife.
Yep. But yes, we get the recording with Orville Peck and the choreo session that they choreographed themselves. We'll just lump it into one discussion here real quick. Any thoughts on the recording and the choreo?
I thought it was. Go on.
I thought the recording was interesting. Just Alyssa in this recording for me was the funniest thing I've ever.
Do you have a boyfriend?
Well, sure. See, that's not where my brain goes. My brain
I know.
automatically went to. I was like, "What is this voice that we're doing?"
Can I, Lana?
Oh my god!
Lana.
What is this voice?
Lana, do you remember during the Lollapalooza on season 17 when you read from the Book of Lana?
Yes.
Can I read from the Book of Logan really quick from my notes from this episode on
Sure.
Alyssa here?
Sure.
I wrote in my notes for Alyssa during this recording, I wrote, "Oh God, Alyssa. Dear God, Alyssa, no."
Exactly.
Just no.
That's what I said. That's the moment you see her trying so much. Like, this doesn't suit you, baby. It's not you at all. It's fine that you're making an effort. We value that. But baby, this is not for you.
This was
It was
like,
funny. It was nice TV though. I have to say, like, it was
Yeah.
entertaining. I gotta say, but like, no.
Yeah. All I heard was Kermit the Frog and Cher and Nehemiah LePage doing. That's great.
That's great.
That's
That's
all I
great.
heard. That's great. That's great. That's
Same
all
moment.
I heard. That is all I heard when she was recording. I was like, "This is."
Oh wait,
What is
Lana, you mean
I'm great.
Yeah, exactly. That was great. That's all I heard. I was like, this is wild and crazy. And then, oh my God, when they were like, okay, don't do it in that voice, just talk it or just, try to rap it or talk it. It still sounded the same.
It didn't help at all.
I was like,
thought it
that
sounded
didn't
better.
change
It didn't help
anything.
They
it
do
helped.
put on a
Nothing.
little editing on the voices. They do. Because if not, some people, like, you would be very scared. I gotta tell you, like there's people who actually don't sing at all, like at all, at
Auto-tunes,
all.
baby.
Like even though they try, like and they can have like advice on that moment. Like there's people who is actually not supposed to do that. I'm sorry, like I'm not good at math, for example, or technology. It's not meant to be like that. So yeah, there's people who actually don't. So and thank God we have autotune. Like
You
really.
didn't go to fucking school for math, Pitita?
I did. I actually had to go to like out of school classes just in order to pass my exams. It was very hard. I had to spend so many hours
Me
of my
too,
life
Petita.
going through that shit, and now it doesn't even it's
Doesn't
not
do
even
anything.
useful.
Fucking
Come
matter.
Don't
on.
even use it. I had to do the same thing, and I'm like, as long as I know how
See,
to add,
Lana,
subtract,
we're
multiply, and
connected.
divide, we are
Yeah.
connected,
Right.
Petita, because
Yeah. Maybe.
I can count my money. That's all I need to do is be able to count
Exactly.
my
We
money,
have to
baby.
spend more money on that shit. Like, come on.
For what? But yes.
So yes,
I
unless
just
it's
want to
singing.
say, cuckoo. That's the point. That's the period.
We're not
That's the
listening the word
statement.
cuckoo enough. I gotta tell you, like in her past seasons, it was cuckoo every 5 minutes, and now we are not listening it to enough, right? Like she doesn't
We
even
are
say
not
it
hearing enough
almost.
cuckoo. We
We
are not
need more
seeing enough
cuckoo.
cuckoo.
We want more
cuckoo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a scene at the beginning where she's like, "I'm gonna get my chancla on you, cuckoo."
Oh,
and
yes,
she just went
yes.
insane.
That was so
Attitude.
funny.
I
The
was
chocolate,
cracking up.
when she ran around that workroom hitting everybody with that chocolate, I was
Ah!
dying. I was like, girl,
And then
hurry
when
up,
she
nothing ever-
when she ran up to acid and she was like, "Nope, I'm scared
No,
of you."
you scared of me. I'm scared of you.
I love
Screamed.
Cuckoo.
Like I said, this is my first time watching Cuckoo. I've never seen Cuckoo on her original season or anything.
Okay.
So I'm just like, okay, Cuckoo. I'm like I'm seeing the vision, Logan. I understand what you're
Thank
liking about
you.
Cuckoo. She's so
She's
funny.
very endearing.
She's very endearing, very funny, and I've enjoyed watching her these past 2 weeks. So I'm like, okay, Cuckoo. All right, you might not make it to the next round, but you are all right with me, Cuckoo. You are
Yeah,
all right with
I'm
me.
sad that she won't. Yeah, but well, what can we
I think
do?
anything is still possible.
Anything is possible.
Anything is still. I think there are
Yeah.
I think there are still 5 people that could move on and 1 person that won't.
Okay.
I think 4 people have a shot. We'll see.
I think
Yeah.
5 people have a shot, and one of them is Alyssa Hunter. I love Alyssa.
Yeah, I think
I do
Alyssa.
love her,
Yeah,
but-
I think it's pretty clear right now. But we're gonna get there in the end.
Yeah, we'll get there. But yeah. But yeah. the
Any other thoughts
choreography-
from the choreo or the recording?
No, I actually
Love it.
I actually skipped the choreo part.
Right. Honestly,
It was-
like, let's
Wait,
the
actually,
only- Oh yeah,
I would
Kamorian, go.
I would say the whole acid better being a dancer thing. So I'm really
Yeah,
like I'm gagged, but I'm like I didn't know she actually had actual dance, but I just know how acid is. Like just like I think from season 8 when she did the musical, like she know how to just move. Like I mean, she almost won the Rizco on her season, so I mean that's surprised that she had this dance experience. You know what I mean? So like she was actually moving. She was hitting every beat. I was like, I mean she's a good performer. That's how she is. So. But I was still got about the dance experience. I'm kind of gagged.
Yeah, she's an incredible performer. Yeah. I was a little gagged about that as well. I was like, oh, work, bitch. Come on now.
We should always respect people who have been working from this for many, many years. Like take that into consideration. Like nobody can go through this just because you've done Drag Race. Like she has been around for what, more than 20 years probably? Like
I think so.
girl,
Close
like,
to.
that is
Close
for
to, if
many reasons, many reasons for sure. And like me, like everybody thought I couldn't dance. Like, come see me at a show. Come see me fly on the stage on the ceiling of a stage with 6 dancers. Like, come see me that. Come see me do that. Like, there's we don't get to show everything. We don't get to show everything.
Come see you. We got to come see
Maybe
you.
like
field trip.
You never have all these resources. Not on every gig, but sometimes you do. And when you do, like I always like. I actually can dance. I am light, and I actually have a coordination with my body. But like, I didn't get to show that on the show. But like, I may not sleep, but there's way more things to do. and I'm intelligent. Remember, intelligence is always the first thing and the first tool on drag. That's the thing that gets you the most, always.
Period.
So we do have one worker moment before we get to the challenge, and that is we see Acid, Cuckoo, and Alyssa talking about the QVC points, kind of talking about pooling their points together, being like, well, if they're going to be the front runners, you know, maybe we need to pool our points together to potentially send one person through. If we want to boost one of us forward. Now, they don't talk about who that person is going to be, but they talk about the idea of pooling their points together in order to boost someone forward on the off chance that none of them are in the top 2 for this week. And then that does lead to the point where Daya is asking about the points as well. And Acid with this iconic line, I speak for the group.
Oh, yeah.
And this is why when Acid Betty was announced for this season, I said, yes, ma'am, it is about time.
Because she was so fierce on her season. Like, her looks were my favorite by far. Like, Acid, like the pink and black dress, the neon look, come on. And she knows what she's doing. Like, I really appreciate her on the show again. Like, I really respect. Like, again, people who have been working for many years and have personal points of view from drag and actually can make that happen. Like, she has talent on her hands. Like, I always say this, and it is true. Like, I respect all drag queens, but the drag queens who have, like, me again, like, sorry just to be so egocentric tonight. But, like, people who have talent and we have something and we can do something with our hands, like hair, costume, moving, like people who actually can create things, we are very powerful, and that should be taken into consideration. People who have to order every single thing about their drag, like some of the girls don't even do their makeup. Come on, like having makeup skills, doing hair, or like sewing, that is a huge thing. It gets you to save a lot of money that you can actually invest into other things, and more than that, like it gives you more credit. Sorry, like you can be looking amazing, but a lot of people did that for you, and you just paid. Like being able to carry through some, like with your hands, to create something worth it. Right. Baby, that is it's very, very important, and Nasi had that. So I like kudos to her. I really, really respect this queen a lot.
Absolutely.
I will say though, as somebody who is very biased for
oh no,
you crapped out there. It happened. We can't hear you.
No. Well, I was going to say as well, to your point, Pitita, not only does Acid make everything and her drag is good, but she also knows how to play this game that they're playing on All Stars 10 this season. Like
she came to give TV, not like the others.
And she knows how to make the good TV. She did on her first season.
She
and
she
knows how to do
work,
it again.
And I'm happy to see that. I want to see people who is committed like her, and she knows what she's doing. She's doing her best. Maybe it's not because of the questionable decisions, like we'll get there probably later. But exactly. But like she is actually, she brought her A game this time, and I'm very happy to see that. Like I'm sure this will reflect very positively into her career right now. I'm sure. And she deserves it.
I think my mic's working now. I was saying,
yes.
As somebody who is a bias for Daya, I've known her since before she was Daya. That was such a bitchy comment from Acid Betty, and I simultaneously hated it and loved it at the same time.
Of course,
I'm about to say, where would this go?
I knew it because I was like, when she said it, I was like, oh, David is not going to like this. But I was like, it's undeniably a really good line that she did. I was like, David ain't gonna like this, but he gotta respect it at the same time or love it. But I knew it. I thought it was so funny. I was like, but I get it. It was a like, oh, girl, but
they are trying to defend themselves. And I will be a little on the opposite side of you, David, right now. I don't know Daya, so probably she's a great person. But from the show, I never got to like her much, and now I don't see much of a change on her attitude. Like I would love to maybe see her a little more as a, I don't know, as a friend to the other girls, more than, okay, you've been lucky to be on the top first week, and now I'm just gonna defend that. Okay, I
Well, you should
understand. Like
watch
you're in a
Untucked.
competition.
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah, okay, I haven't. True. Absolutely.
Because they talk
But,
all about that.
Yeah, she has a gorgeous. Actually, you know what? This might be. We'll talk about it here. She has a lovely, gorgeous moment in Untucked, where she kind of breaks down and has a moment where she's like, "I don't really have that many queer friends, and I feel very alone a lot of the time." And she has a gorgeous moment with Cynthia as well, where she's like, Cynthia has really, like, you've made me really feel very important and very seen. And you've done a really good job at like uplifting me in this competition so far. And Cynthia has this beautiful moment with her as well, being like, I hope you understand, like, you have chosen family here now. Like, if you need to text someone, if you need to call someone, like, you have people here now that are here to support you. And like, I loved seeing that moment from Daya. It was that breakthrough, because I agree with you to an extent. I personally like Daya, but the thing that I struggled with her over a little bit of this season and a lot of season 14 was it felt like there was a little bit of a coldness there, but I understand that just because it felt like there was something that she needed to work through with herself. And I think that was the moment, and seeing that it's the vulnerability the judges have been looking for, in the words of Jan. Like,
that's what we want to see. That's the point. We relate to someone. Yeah.
I would say
whenever
whenever you get the opportunity, I would say definitely watch Untucked from this episode.
Yeah,
it was a gorgeous
I will,
moment.
Definitely.
Yeah,
I would
it was
really,
a gorgeous moment.
and that can really change my mind about her. Like, again, like maybe some other rumors from DragCon just got mixed into my opinion too.
I got you.
But yeah, I don't know. We're all there working but I understand, like, people who is, that's the reality. People who is not happy about things just are not the best attitude sometimes with the other people. Like, I understand that. Like, I've been there too. So
absolutely,
I can get it. Yeah, I can get
it. When you're around a lot of people who are not like you or not like-minded like you, and you feel like you always have to have your guard up around people all the time, it continues. It continues throughout every situation. It doesn't matter what situation. You can now be plucked out of that situation and into a room full of people who do accept you, who do love you, who do want to care about you, but those guards are still up, and they're still. So a lot of that can continue to. But I love that now she can feel that she can have a lot more friends that are like-minded that she could call on and depend on, hopefully. So that's been great. But there's nothing else in the workroom. Should we go to
I think we should.
Yeah, let's go forward.
Let's talk about some Stagecooch.
Yeah, the challenge. Okay.
I loved this logo. I just needed to highlight the logo.
It was good. Very good. Very good. Yes. You did a good job on this.
Yes. Is that a joke on the cactus? I'm not getting it. Is that a penis?
It is a cactus.
It's a cactus. It might be it might be on there as a penis. Phallic. I don't know. I think it reflects because it's a play on Stagecooch, which is a country music festival that happens here in the US every year.
Okay.
It's like the country equivalent to Coachella.
Yeah.
It's done in the same place as Coachella every year. So it's I think that's they were trying to go for like a similar logo or something. Regardless, I like the logo. But let's talk about our first group here. We have Cuckoo, Ginger, and Daya doing Key Your Car as the Mud Flaps. Pitita, let's start with you. What did you think of this group overall?
I liked it. I think the song was very good, and I actually loved almost all of the verses. Gotta say, my least favorite maybe was Daya, because it didn't gave it that much. I'm sorry, but what Cuckoo was saying, I loved lyrics were very, very good. And actually Ginger too. I actually like her. Maybe not for her winning again, gotta say. Like, I liked her. I don't think she did a bad job. But I would say my favorite is Cuckoo just because of the lyrics here. I think they were the smartest ones. So yeah, I would say that. And the looks, I don't like any of them. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, I just appreciate Ginger's wig because she knows she needs big hair to compensate that. I know. Like I always love big hair. So I relate to that. Yeah.
More?
Oh, me, I'm
Nothing
okay.
else.
I wasn't sure what we
No.
were going to order. Okay. I would say Daya was. I think Daya had my least, but it was still a good verse. I just think the other two kind of did better. Ginger. I mean, yeah, she did good. I mean, coming into this, we kind of already knew that she was doing country music anyway, so it's kind of like not surprised. So to actually see her do actually very good, so it's like, oh, you did good, not bad. She did a very good job. You know what I mean? So that's like surprising. But I think to me, the most surprised and then my favorite actually was Cuckoo. Wow, her voice is so beautiful. The way she was
She
singing,
can
the way
sing.
she was performing, I'm like, wow. Personally, it was probably like one of her best, like in my opinion, out of all her 3 seasons, like her best performance I had ever seen her on this show. Like she commanded the stage. I was like, oh my god, like she might get her first ever Drag Race Challenge win today. I was like, amazing, good job. I think all the group did good, but I think Cookie was standout to me. She stole the show, to my opinion. I was just so pleasantly surprised, and I loved it.
I do agree. This is the most I've ever liked Cynthia. I thought she was very good in this challenge. I so impressed with her voice. Her vocals were so good. I want to hear more recordings from her. I think my only issue with Cuckoo though was during the actual like choreography, she was rushing it.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
It's a
the
little
choreography was not her best thing. Yeah,
right.
true.
It was a little distracting. So out of all 6, I had her ranked number 4, but it was a very strong number 4 because I liked 5 people. I think Daya coming after Cuckoo, it was kind of a momentum killer because she dropped it down an octave. And so I kind of wish they saved Cynthia for the last verse just because she was in that higher range. But
No, but there was Ginger there.
I
Who had
know.
to take the last spot, girl? Come on.
Right. But Daya was good. She was just I think she was out of the 5 people who did well, she didn't have like any highlight moment that really stood out. So for me, she was number 5 overall for the night. And Ginger, I think honestly, Ginger is one of the most reliable drag race contestants ever. Like she's always going to be solid no matter what. And I thought she was very solid in this performance. She's probably the only person that actually made me laugh out loud with her verse. I thought she was very good. She was number 2 for me overall.
Well, for me, I love Cynthia in this challenge. The voice, y'all said it. Voice was everything. I really, really enjoyed her. Agree with you about the choreography. I was like, okay, well, it's fine. For me, I thought Daya did the choreography the best out of these 3. I was like, her performance was better than everybody, but her lyrics and wasn't that great. So it's kind of like a what do you land type of deal. It was like, because you did great, like the look and how she moved on stage. I was like, okay, she moving, she doing that. That's what's up. I like that. But then the voice and then the song and the lyrics, I was like, I'm not a fan of that. So okay. Ginger, I will say this. I enjoyed Ginger in this performance. I really did. I fear someone on this podcast last week said something that, and I listened to it. I wasn't here for it, but I listened, and I have to agree with our lovely Eve the Bunny. Ginger continues to do this joke of, and I'm the wife. It's that da 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 da. I'm Ginger, and like to remind us that you're the man. You're a man. Like Eve said it last week, and I was like, oh, there it is this week. Because I was like, I'll listen for that because I didn't pay attention to it the first week. And like I said, I don't know Ginger, didn't watch her original season, so I wouldn't know. But I'm listening to this and I'm like, oh, there it goes. And I'm wondering if we're going to get something like that next week. And so I'm going to continue to listen to see if that happens. But overall, I thought Ginger did really well in this. And I enjoyed her verse. I think I enjoyed the verse second in this group too. Cuckoo's verse, but I enjoyed Ginger in this challenge as well. I don't know if I would have made her win, but I would have had her close up there.
Yeah, I was so proud of my cuckoo.
Mhm.
The lyric "riding on my cuckoo while I'm looking at her" is unmatched, in my opinion. I think she had the best verse of anybody in this challenge, personally. I think she's there's a close second, and it's Denali. I'll say that. But I think I really enjoyed what Cuckoo did here. I agree with you, KaMorian. This is the single best performance Cuckoo has ever had on Drag Race, in my opinion. I was so beyond proud of her. I thought the performance was good. She did drop choreo at some moments, but I think a lot of people did overall. So it made a lot of the ranking here difficult. Because I agree with David. I think 5 people did really well, and 1 person did good. And we'll talk about Alyssa. We'll talk about Alyssa. We'll talk about Alyssa. I do have Cuckoo number 2 in my ranking. I would have given her a top 2 placement this week.
I think I probably would have too.
I really
She
just
was
think
too
her
for me too.
vocal was strong, her performance was strong, the lip sync was strong, the presence was strong, and I think her look here is actually my favorite of the 3. So I think
Maybe
David,
true.
give me those eyes, David.
I just don't like any of these looks. I'm with Diet.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
I don't
Diet
like any
is
of these. I don't like any of these looks, but I
I'm
like.
with Pitita. I don't
Diet
like
ginger.
Purple and
Cuckoo.
black.
I like the
sorry.
horns. I like the horns. I like the
Yeah.
horns.
sure.
The tights, though. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well,
Fair.
the
None of them are
tights.
good,
The
though. None of them are
tights.
good.
The tights ruin it.
The tights ruin it for
Anyway.
sure.
Anyway, I would have had Cuckoo at number 2.
Mhm.
I think Daya did good, but I agree with you completely, David. There was no moment here where Daya stood out other than her solo performance, and I was really quite surprised by that. And I love Daya, and I love Daya performing, but she really faded for me in this performance. Did she do great? Yes, I thought her verse was good, a little maybe bland, but nothing horrible by any means of the imagination. But in my ranking, I have her at number 5, which is unfortunate because, it comes down to, I think 4 people did better in this challenge than Daya did. That's what it comes down to. I think Ginger did very well. She is a consummate professional. We knew she was going to do well in this challenge. I think her verse was very well written. She relied on a character and a characterization that she does very, very well. I would have liked to see her step out of the box in this case. And for that reason, I have her at number 3. I would not have given her a win this week.
Either.
I would have.
I would
Well,
not have.
that's fair. Now let's talk about our other group here, the Whiskey Chicks. This is the single best group photo I have of the 3 of them. So enjoy it.
Oh,
So
wow.
it is what it is. Yeah.
It's chaotic.
It's chaos.
It's chaotic like this group because maybe it's
Correct.
chaos.
Correct.
Yeah.
Petita, what do you think of this?
I'll be short. Like a little reminder, I have 20 more minutes only, so just throwing them out there. I like them. I think the song was a little worse. I think the bridge of the song was kind of better than the first one. I appreciate it. At least me, I liked it a little better. And I think obviously Denali did a great job. Not necessarily did we need all those stumps on a country song, but still you're there. You have to show everything you have. And we know you have this, so I understand you're gonna do it. That's the only that I have about her. But the lyrics I love. We remember her moment on the girl group of first season. Like that has been in our minds for many times. Like I really respect her, and I love her look, even though it's no country at all. Like sorry, but no country at all. This doesn't fit here. I love that she wants to show I'm polished, I'm wearing feathers, I spent a lot of money. The wig, gorgeous, gotta say, natural hair, a lot of extensions. It's very expensive, good for you, but not a country look. Even though I would wear it and everybody would, like not a country look. I have to give props to Acid Ready look, that's for sure. That week was a choice, of course, but she has that. She has that. That's her drag. She has many questionable things about it. And the wig was very, and the hat coming out in and out, like very, very entertaining, not in the good way. And yeah, and then there's Alyssa, who I'm just gonna pass because that was just funny to watch. Sorry.
She's pleading the
Well,
fifth.
She's pleading the Pomara fifth on this one.
Right.
Oh my God! I really dislike that person on her season. I don't know her, but like, her drag was awful, and she thought she was good, girl. Delusion. Convince yourself. Come on. Oh, girl. That was hard to watch. There's not many of these, but there's sometimes you see some drag queens that are like, you really think you're that good? Have you checked your work, girl?
That's a lot. Well,
What I said, we can continue.
Period. You said
all right.
What you said. Love that.
All right.
KaMorian!
Okay. No, we're going to start with Alyssa first. You know what? Alyssa, you have fun today. You have fun. And I'm glad you have fun. And you know what? You look good. You look Sydney. She actually looks Sydney. Like the look. I like her look, the boots, the body, the hair. Yeah, but you had fun. I mean, we all knew she was going to be in top 2. No shade. What's going to happen. But, at least you have fun. That's all that matters. I did a very good job. I love her presence. That weird kind of scared me. I was getting triggered, but it's her job. But I love her verse. It was fun, and I just love the way she commenced the stage. But maybe Denali, baby, that's my girl. That's number 1. So she killed it, baby. I think not just an amazing performer. The way she does things is amazing. Like the lyrics were actually was eatery. But I agree, the look is sickening, but it is not country. But up Tino Shea, but overall, bitch, you ate like no crumbs. But baby, that was not country. But I'll wear this look though, no shade. But it was not country. But yeah,
gorgeous.
Yeah, not to beat a dead horse, but Alyssa was number 6 for me. I thought she did fine. There was nothing that really stood out too much, except the vocals being a little weird in the recording. That's what stood out. But yeah, she was solidly number 6. For me, Acid Betty was so close to being in my top 2. I thought she was captivating with her performance. I thought her verse was really good. The face she was giving, great. The thing that bumped her down to number 3 for me overall was the hat and how she had to keep adjusting it the whole time. Like, throw it away, girl. If it's gonna do that, take it off, toss it. But yeah, number 1 for me overall was Denali. I liked the character that she did. The performance skills were unmatched. Everything was just so good. It really was. The only thing, and you all said it, was the outfit. I like it. I don't like it for this challenge, especially because not only is it not country, it really does not go well with the other 2. It doesn't feel cohesive. This reminds me of something La Grande Dame wore in a lip sync. I think she wore something very, very similar to this. But still, Denali was great. Number 1.
Episode 1 of UK versus the World.
Mm.
Yep, I believe.
Yeah. Denali, 8. Loved. Not country. Got it. Don't need to repeat all of it again. I liked, and she was first. She was absolutely first. Deserved to be first. That's it. I liked her. I really did. You tell me, you give me a Large Marge reference, and I am here for it. Like, I was a Pee Wee's Playhouse girly and a Pee Wee's Big Adventure girly, so I love that. And she was committed to the character of Large Marge
Not
and
big
was like,
top
this,
Pee-wee.
yes, all that, all the Pee Wees, every Pee Wee I was there for. But like, you give me a reference that I can, clink on to, and she committed to it throughout the whole thing. I was here for it. She would have been second for me. Honestly, she would have been second for me. I enjoyed her performance. Even I don't care about the hat. Like, I wish she would have tossed it, but it didn't bother me that much. I thought she was great and she committed and it was fun. I enjoyed it. And then Alyssa had a good time. So there we go.
I'll keep it brief. Alyssa, Pew pew. 6th.
Pew.
Acid, I loved, but the caliber of this challenge was so high that dropping a couple of things, dropping a few steps, dropped her to 4th in my ranking.
Okay.
Denali 8, 1 down, left no crumbs. She was 1st for me.
Period.
That's where I left it. So, Pitita, my dear, I believe,
My God.
is this the moment where we must lose you?
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet? Okay,
I'm not living here without talking about the runway.
Oh, yes. Okay, my dear. Let's talk about the runway.
Look, Petita's the only one that's going to talk about the runway because everybody else, we already did a look over here.
We will talk about the runways on Look Over Here, so make sure to check that out with an extra special guest, maybe another international Drag Race winner. And that is confirmed because I can confirm that, David. I'm not over-promising.
You did already talk about the runways with Lana about this?
Well...
there we go.
Did you have time? When?
What?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. We already recorded it.
So you already did that. Oh, you already did that.
But you still get to talk about them.
You can let me know. It's just going to be very brief. Don't worry.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, by all means, my dear.
I can actually put you in order. My favorite was Alyssa. Beautiful, perfectly executed. You get the reference. The very modern reference that we appreciate, not something old. Really loved her. Really, favorite one, hands down. She knows how to do that. That's why I don't disrespect her at all. I think she's great, and her runway was the best. Literally the best.
Love it.
Okay, who do we have more? Well, I can tell you my. Okay, no, I'm gonna leave that for the last. Who else do we have here?
Do you want to pull it up, Logan?
Do you have a picture?
I do.
Okay, fantastic. That will be very, very helpful. Thank you so much.
Yeah, give me 1 second, my dear.
Don't worry.
We've got Acid Betty.
Okay, yes.
We've got...
What's your thoughts?
Oh, yeah. Thoughts on Acid Betty?
Okay, Acid, I love the skirt. I think it's so expensive, so detailed, so gorgeous. But from the waist up, it just makes it cheap. Not because of the hair. I love her twist on the thing, but the fact that you are marking the breast so much with the stones, it's not fully done, so it doesn't get the full effect. And there's no volume there also. And the gloves with the 3 or 4 fat fringe, that doesn't make it. So I'm very happy about the waist down, but the part from up, it's lacking a little bit more. Just about I wouldn't have done no breast at all. That thing, that new illusion needed to go for me, and the gloves too. But but the rest I love. So I would put her in the middle.
Okay.
Alyssa, we already said. Yes, favorite one, no doubt.
Denali.
Okay, this would be my second to least favorite, basically because the reference is so done. Everybody had this costume on Halloween, and we don't need to reference that. The idea, I don't think, was the best. I was very impressed about the hair. I don't know if you have talked about this, but can you tell where the wig was? Girl, that was very well done.
So good.
Very well done.
I was wondering about that.
You can see the reveal from the get-go. It's just not interesting. Sorry, it is. Not cool. There's nothing new about. We've seen this version of Miley. I think one of the most famous versions of Miley is this one. So I would never go that. And if I went there, you should do something very different about it. It's just almost the same. So my second least favorite.
All right.
Okay. This is my second favorite. Just because of the moment she's referencing. We remember that performance with all the drag queens down there wearing very similar things than her. So I was very happy to see that. The fitting needed a little work. The fitting of the dress needed some work, but the wig I appreciate. The coat I appreciate, and the idea most of all I appreciate the most. The eyes were supposed to be in the breast. They are almost a necklace, but yeah, like it's just fitting issues. But still, my second favorite idea of the night. So yeah, I would put her second. So probably okay, yeah. So probably Acid Betty is the third, and now we're going to Diabetes, right?
Yes.
Yes, which would be my fourth. I like the reference, but it's just so simple and just okay. I like that she loves the hair and relates to hair, and I appreciate that. But like she says that she's cinched, girl, where? Sorry,
Oh.
but like, sorry, like with all respect, David, I know she's your friend, but like, she has been like very positive about her looks, and maybe I have not seen a small or like cinched waist from her from the get go. Like first look she wore appearing like it was all big. Like you don't have to be okay. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not Violet Chachki. I'm not just crucifying everyone who doesn't have like a cinched waist, but like that's a corset and you didn't pull much off. Okay, I wear corsets all the time. I know what like a very tight figure is, and that is not very cinched. So she was like showing off about that, and I was like, you have just lost me right now with this comment because you're not that cinched. You're actually pretty square.
Delusion.
You're
Convince
pretty
yourself.
straight. Yeah.
Delusion.
I'm sorry.
Convince yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, like no, like maybe she is cinched and she doesn't like to cinch that much, but like that was not my favorite. No, not at all. She's on the bottom part. And okay, let's finish with this, and I will just try not to be too long about this. I love Ginger. I think she has shown us how big of an actress and lip syncer she is on all her seasons. But I think, my personal opinion, I've had enough of this horrible, horrible fashion. I cannot understand the jury telling her that she looks good. She doesn't. That's not a fabric you should use for this at all. Like that just looks bad, and nobody would want to wear this. Like I don't care about the size or how you cinch. Like it doesn't matter. Yeah, no, you're all covering. Like when I saw this, I was like, "Girl, you like." That's why I don't want to see this person again. She just upsets me every single time I see her on the runway. It's just bad. She will never have a taste. Apparently, she has been working for many years, but she hasn't found a stylist who can actually tell her what works for her. This should never be worn like that. I'm sorry. Like this material is not suiting for what she is doing. And the hair actually doesn't work either. The proportions, like her belt is under her breast. It's not in the waist. Like every single time, and I really think that she tries, it's just a failure. Every single fucking time. So sorry. Like her runways are something that really upsets me. And someone who has been working that many times should know about this already. Like we've seen disasters. Like this is not a disaster. Okay, let's say that. She obviously is way better than season 7, better than All Stars 2, better than All Stars 6. Okay. Like, yes. But still, it's way under the level of the rest. Not because of her size. Again, has nothing to do with that. We've seen many big queens. Look at Eureka. Look at Latrice. We've seen many big queens, tall queens. She's short. Like she can actually pull more with her size than other queens who have done incredible jobs with like similar types of body. Like has nothing to do with that. And that's what upsets me the most. Like it's just upsetting. And I really don't like the reference. I think it's so basic. Like everything she pulls off. Like I really hate this look, and I think she shouldn't have been on top. She did a good performance, but she should have never been on top because of this look. This is bad, very bad. So yeah, that was my moment. Thank you.
So Pitita, how do you really feel?
I feel okay.
Okay.
I don't usually say this on this podcast, but Pitita, talk your shit.
I know. I love an honest queen. She kept it real.
I do too.
We need you back every week now.
And guess what? It's out of love. It's out of love. Tough love. Out of love.
It's out of love, really.
Love.
Like with
Talk
all
your
the
shit.
talent she has, like baby, she's like incredibly talented. Like
Yes.
maybe, but like she should be aware also that fashion is her like weakest link. Always.
Just work on
And
it.
she should
Work
put
on
a lot of more effort into it. Like when you're spending that much money onto an outfit, girl, it is sad to see these outcomes because we know you have tried, and it's just I don't know. Somebody should help her. Really,
Period.
like I think she's so good, and I would love to see her well dressed. It's not that difficult. Like a cute long dress with a waist, with a corset and some padding, like something that fits you. Nothing else. Like I don't need nothing else. But like we've never seen that. Like I follow her. Like no one. And now, like you've seen her now.
Yes.
Like come on. She has
I saw her in
changed
person last week.
so much, and still wearing ugly ass costumes with no waist. Now that she can pull it through, no waist. All fucking straight, like no lines. I'm
Have you seen?
upset.
Okay.
Like this makes me mad.
Have you seen what she's pulling out for like press week though, and like the stuff she's doing currently? It's a lot better. It's so much better.
A lot better, but still, it's bad fashion. You deserve a good look. I want to see you well dressed for once. And I'm sorry. Like I'm no.
No, we want it for her. We want the best for her. That's what it is at the end of the day.
I know it came across very mean, but it's just my take on fashion.
It's never mean. It's out of respect and out of you and all of us wanting the best for her.
I really respect her, and I think like she is really doing a great job, and I think she's amazing. But still, like I think she should really check on that. And the judge is telling them that she looks gorgeous. Girl, you would never tell that to anyone if it's not Ginger. So, girl, yes, there is favoritism, and that is not fair. Maybe any other queen with that costume looking like that wouldn't have been a good critique. I can tell you that. We've seen it in other seasons. We've seen it in other seasons. Like, so sorry. Like, tea is tea.
I agree.
I agree.
Let's talk about our results.
Lipsync.
Oh boy. Let's talk about it. While we still have Pitita here, let's get to that. So our top three as named by the judges were Denali, Ginger, and Acid. And I was really happy that at least Acid got recognition for being in the top, getting the critique of being in the top. I was really happy to see that.
Yes.
We do end up though with a top two of Ginger and Denali.
I wouldn't agree with that.
I agree.
I wouldn't agree with that. I would have put Acid in there instead of Ginger. Me personally would have put Acid.
I would have placed Cuckoo. We all agree with that.
I would have put Cuckoo.
I mean, but if we're gonna go with Runway and performance, it would have been Acid for me because I think Acid had a really good look. But her look was good and her performance was good. I think Ginger had a good performance, but a bad look. I think Denali just had both for both. That's
but
But I have to take my moment here because I had heard a rumor of what this lip sync song was going to be.
Oh no, they changed it?
No. I knew what I had heard what the song was going to be. And then the song came on and it was See You Again by Miley Cyrus. This is my favorite Miley Cyrus song of all time.
I love the song too.
I love this song. When this song came on, I screamed. I have been asking for this song since I started watching Drag Race. So to finally get it, I was geeked. I was Jasmine Masters up in here geeked the fuck up. Like, I'm geeked. And I have to say, I know this lip sync has been controversial as fuck. I think they both killed this lip sync. I'm sorry.
They both.
They both killed this lip sync. I think Why are we only giving a tie and a half point to Mistress Isabel Brooks and Georges when, frankly, that lip sync didn't deserve a half point?
Two
And
other
to be
lip
quite
syncs
honest
have
with
deserved
you,
it.
both of the lip syncs in this bracket have deserved a tie, at the very least.
Yep.
Now, come on now.
I have to agree with you. I was like, I literally screamed out yesterday after it was over. I was like, oh, this should be a tie. Oh, this should be a tie because I think they both like killed it. I was like, if we just passing out half points now and ties, then this should be one of them. And when they did not do that, I was like, are we watching the same lip sync here? Because y'all know me. I don't get super excited about lip syncs all the time. I'm never the person to be like, oh, this lip sync was amazing. I like lip syncs. They fine, they good. But I don't get super excited about them all the time. I was excited about this one. I was like, because they both gave two completely different takes on this lip sync. And both of the takes were good takes. Denali gave us performance down. She was splitting, tricking. She was popping and locking. She was dipping and diving. She was doing all the things I want to see in a lip sync. Ginger, on the other hand, was like, very like, okay, I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that because I ain't gonna break my hip for nobody. So what I'm going to do, she don't have to because her face says it all. And Ginger is one of those
my
people.
Kind of gig. I understand. Yeah, I do the same. It's my style. I get with Ginger all the time. Like I understand. We sometimes with our face are way more powerful than the girls that do the splits and all the shenanigans.
She was reactionary to everything Denali was doing. Like she was very in tune to what Denali was doing, as well as sticking to her performance. So every time she would go over there and see Denali doing something, she'd give her that. Look at that. I'm like, I loved it. I laughed. I enjoyed it. Her face drew me in. I was watching both of them. Usually it's like one person will take all my attention. I was like, oh, I gotta watch what Denali doing. Oh, now I need to watch what I watched this lip sync 3 times so I can watch them both separately. And it was so good each time. I was like, I don't see where the tie was not enforced here because this was so good. Well, I said that last week, and I thought last week was it probably could have been a tie. It could have been. But if they didn't want to do it for last week, fine. But this week was clearly a tie. They both ate, and I'm so upset that they didn't do it. And that's why I feel like I'm like, maybe I'm starting to believe that this bracket was meant for Ginger too, and they are playing favorites. I don't want to say that, but this just proving like y'all are doing something that really doesn't need to be done. She's gonna make it to the next round. We know that.
We know that.
Well, now she's guaranteed. There's no other way.
Like, she has the points necessary. So I'm like, well, why do we need to do that? That just makes this bracket not interesting anymore because it's like we already know one. Now we have to figure out who's fighting for second and third place in this situation. And I really wanted this to be the tie so we could have some interest and drama going into the next round, and because they just deserved it.
I personally, in my thing, I feel like if a queen is talented and good at what she does, she does not have to be heavily so pushed. You know what I mean? So I feel
like she would have done that for herself. She didn't need that. That's what everybody saying, and I agree with that. I'm sorry, but like it's very frustrating
for her because she did not. I understand like she does not deserve any hate because at the end of the day, it's production's. It's a production choice at the end of the day. I feel like to me, if I'm talented, I don't need you to push me so hard to be like, you know what? She's killing it. You know what I mean? Let my talent, let what I do be the work itself. Let it be shown by myself. Let it do. I don't need your help. You know what I mean? So I feel like they're kind of you're basically hurting her chances right now because of what you're doing. So I feel like she is such a talent of herself to not be so favoritized. I feel like you know what I mean. It's crazy to me, and I just don't. She does not deserve the hate that she's getting right now because
you're hurting her.
You're
not even necessarily hurting her chances. You're hurting her because now she is getting so much. She's getting so much unnecessary hate for no reason.
The chances will be fine, but the thing they are fucking is her audience and the fandom, and that's what actually hurts in the end the most. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, like you do what you do. People that is a fan of you will appreciate that, but the fact that they are making these decisions towards her decision, like different from what happened to me, this is really bad for her because she is doing great. We knew that she would do great. We know how powerful she is. And the lipstick, I agree, like, if they could have done the tie with Mistress, that I personally don't agree. I think it was George's win, but whatever.
We all agree with you. We all agree with you.
If we could do that with George's and Mistress, why not here when everybody's wishing for Denali to win something in the end? Come on, like, she has, like, you have to listen to the fan base too, like that, and they do, because many of the queens that are here, it's because of the response of the fans. Like, some of them were very early eliminated, and many of the reasons, like, it's one of the reasons you get casted again, because of the reaction you got on the exterior of the show.
Yeah.
So same, I think they both did a great job. If I had to choose one of them, I would go with Denali, just to change. We know Ginger gets that facial expression, and I really, as I said, like, I relate to her. That's my trick also on a lip sync. That's what I do. You never expect a fashion, skinny, very well dressed, big hair person to. You would expect me to go like, and I look pretty, and I can do the words without moving. No, baby, I go like this. Like, I don't care. Like, what I do is just being funny with my face, because that's, I think, my talent on the lip sync. So I really relate to Ginger in that, and I really respect her because she's amazing on it. Amazing. So she really deserves credit for it. But baby, we have seen these kind of lip sync, like, what, 8 times already, 9 times already. Like, we know what you can do. Let the other poor person here on your side get a moment. Like, I just feel frustrated as a fan to see that. Like, I would have gone with Denali, and again, that's what Lana said. Like, that just makes us feel like everything is just so very prepared for Ginger to win, and I feel very frustrated because I really appreciate her. That I've always said this. I don't think a queen with horrible taste and looks should win. I think that should just take you out of a crown. Sorry, that's something you just have to be there. You can be the funniest, you can be the most amazing actress, or the best dancer ever. But if you don't have nothing to approach, like to give to I don't find the word, just to give to drag on the illusion, on the visual side, I think that also, like, there's many aspects, but this one is fundamental. I think you should really be able to give something, if not, at least be okay with it. But she's always under that level that we expect. So that's why I feel very frustrated that maybe she is finally going to win, having all these years and years and years of bad fashion. Still, amazing lip syncer, amazing actress. We love that. But the world has already given you that. Like, baby, she has been hosting the Vegas show. She has been working on cinema. She has been doing music. She has been working everywhere in all the tours. Like, come on. I don't feel sorry for you. You have been having a great life. You probably have a beautiful home with your husband, with all your horrible looks stored in it, somewhere. Like, baby, sorry, you already got a very big part of the cake. Maybe it's time for the rest. But well, that you will never realize by yourself. Sorry,
I'll say this. Go back through the last 30 minutes of this episode. Here's the cup drinking game for today. Go back through and drink every time Pitita said that Ginger has horrible looks.
Yes. Go back. Yes, exactly.
Grab your bottle of champagne, just like Pitita did, and drink every time.
in the beginning I didn't drink, and now I have drink like 3 glasses. Now that makes sense. I changed a little bit my language.
Well, Ginger wins the lip sync. Okay, whatever.
I would have given it to her. Yep.
Oh.
You said what?
Yeah, I would have given the win to Ginger. I do think it was close enough to be a tie, but there's no way they were going to do 2 ties in the bracket stage. So they did waste it. Yeah, absolutely. This should have been a tie. They were so different, the 2 lip syncs. I think there were times where I felt a little bit of desperation from Denali, and she didn't need to, because she has her own lane, and I didn't need to see her like switching from thing to thing so quickly. But she still did great, and I thought Ginger did great. And there's screenshots of her like holding out her arms on like 4 different lip syncs. Guess what? Everybody's arms are out at some point. I rewatched it. It wasn't like she consistently had her arms out the whole time.
Y'all are like y'all, and by y'all I mean the internet, are stretching.
Patty.
This lip sync was good. Enjoy the lip sync. It's Pride Month. Shut the fuck up. This lip sync is like comparing apples and olive oil. Enjoy the fucking lip sync. Like
I would have gave it to Denali, but
I have to ask for my last word. Always, to me, comedy wins to dance. To me, it just gets you to your heart faster, and it really you kept in your mind for the longest. So I will forever be Team Ginger on this kind of lip sync, but with the context, I would go for Denali. So sorry for the girl. And now I have to officially say goodbye, baby. It's more than time. Yeah,
Pitita, we love you. Thank you so much for being here with us. You are an angel. We love you so much.
You too. Thank you for having me. And actually, I'm gonna say this out loud. Invite me again.
Absolutely.
We will.
We definitely have to.
Invite me again. I will be here again.
España season 5. You will be here. We will make sure of it.
You want to do the whole season? I can do it.
Great.
Yes, of course.
We'll hold you to that.
I have a lot of things to tell you about that.
Ooh.
Period.
A lot. You will not get another people to come and see you like me with that. Yeah.
All right.
I would love it. Let's chat even more.
We love you,
Thank
baby.
you for having me. Thank you for all the people
it.
that have been watching. I hope you don't get me as a mean person. I'm just very passionate about that.
No,
and I just hate
Never
that passion.
Y'all, we're speaking to y'all. We're speaking to y'all before Pitita leaves real quick. We're speaking to y'all. Y'all, if you say any negative things about Pitita in our comment section, y'all.
Let them. Don't worry.
Period.
Well, I will be in the comment section saying positive things about her right back to you. So you can say it. It builds our algorithm. So thank you. But don't say negative things about her. We love her.
We love her.
And if you do, don't worry. Just like Alicia said, don't be bitter. Just get better. Baby, love you, Logan. Love you, David. Love you, KaMorian.
Love you.
And love you, Lana.
Love you, Pitita, so
much. Baby.
Yes.
Have a nice morning. Have a nice day there. Mwah, love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Amazing. Wow.
What an angel of our existence.
Angel. Love her.
Angel. Love
And
her.
we were already
Angel with
done.
horns.
Look at us. Look at us finishing. We were done.
Hey! The only thing we have to do is a draft update.
Oh, one thing I also was going to say, I did think it was funny when in Untucked, when they were all like coming out to go lip sync.
Yes.
And Ginger was the last one in line. She's like, I don't know why they all changed. We already look like Miley for a Miley.
Right.
Right.
Because when I was watching the episode, I was like, oh, she must not think she's in the top because she didn't change.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Oh.
But she was like, oh, well, makes no sense.
Well, and throughout Untucked, like when I think it was Acid was like, oh, Ginger, I think you're in the top. And she was like, really? Like she even seemed a little
very
surprised
humble.
She was in the top. She is very humble.
She doesn't deserve the hate she's getting from people.
No,
really
not at all.
pisses
Not
me
even a
off.
little bit.
Yep.
Not even a little bit.
Yeah, no. I think the only person who I feel like maybe, or a couple of people who should have changed for was Acid and Daya, because their outfits were a little constraining, and it's like And Dias was a red carpet look, not a performance look.
Yeah,
but
I was gonna say
Alyssa could have
those-
kept that on. That's perfectly fine.
Cuckoo could have kept it on.
And Cuckoo could have kept that on. That's
Cuckoo's
perfectly
lip sync
fine
look
for a
was cute
performance
though.
look.
Not gonna lie, if I wanted to do the Miley Cyrus, I want to be like young Miley, like Party in the USA or like Hannah Montana. I actually did Hannah Montana for the Runway.
I would have probably did Hannah
And
Montana.
that would have
about it in
actually would have worked. Young Miley for this song, because you know that was young Disney Miley. I was growing up, like that was that's like her sort of career came out. I was going when she was going big places. You know what I mean? Like,
you and me, KaMorian. Yep,
You know
you and me, KaMorian.
I mean,
I was
that was
added
like
to her, though.
childhood for me.
Yep, same. Yeah, in Untucked they were like, I think it was Denali was like, I'm surprised no one did Hannah Montana.
Mhm.
And I'm a little, I think with only 6 people, I'm not surprised. I think if it was full cast, somebody here would have done Hannah Montana.
Well, Ginger considered it.
Yeah.
What's funny is you all told me that it was a Miley runway. And I was like, oh, it's probably going to be Night of 1,000 Mileys. But I hope they call it I'm Just Being Miley. And then it's so funny that we got this as the lip sync song after I was thinking that. But yeah.
I'm still so geeked over this lip sync song. Yeah, I've been waiting for it since I started watching Drag Race. I'm thrilled. Anyway.
I do have a draft update. So in last place with 42 points is Robbie. Then in 5th place with 45.5 points is Lana. 4th place, it gets pretty tight here. 4th place is Eduardo with 50 points. Eve is in 3rd place with 51 points. David is in 2nd with 52 points. And then River has a commanding lead with 62.5 points.
All right, River. Yes.
That's my twin. That's my twin. Yes. I'm gonna celebrate for them because they're not here to celebrate and because this is their first lead in a draft ever. So we are going to celebrate for now while they still have it. Hopefully for the rest of the season. We're gonna hope for that. Not to discredit anybody else in this draft, but I am rooting for River. And I thank you. I want them to get a win. Almost everyone else has gotten a win so far.
Right.
I would like them to get a win. Next week, the Golden Bachelor.
Wait.
I'm so excited. I think this is so fun.
The Bachelor is one of my top favorite challenges.
Oh my god!
Ever. Like it could even be number 1, honestly.
You want to have my babies?
No.
We need Lana to watch just that challenge.
No, for real. No, because
we might have to.
No, because he was like, "What was your favorite part?" This Kenny, that did. Maybe she had me cackling.
That did. I love Kennedy.
And Michelle, you know, like just Michelle is watching it too. Michelle was cackling it behind the scenes, like she was cackling. A good episode, and they're gonna be dogs.
And the absolute disaster that is Milk in that challenge.
Oh my god, that was something.
But
and this guy's so hot too. I don't know who he is. I think he was in Fire Island.
Zane Phillips.
He's hot.
Who this man?
I think he was in Fire Island, the movie, which I watched, but I don't remember.
I had to see, but his name is Zane Phillips, though. But they're going to be actually dogs this time, which I'm very excited. They're going to be actually dogs. So I'm very excited.
Choices,
though, but it's crazy.
Choices. And on that note, I can't wait to see how this turns out. On that note, we're going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you for joining us. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Follow Pitita. Support Pitita because she just gave us a whole hell of a lot of entertainment on this occasion today, baby. Make sure to grab your cup merch on your way out. Check out another video while you're at it. And with that being said, we are going to go ahead and get out of here. So cheers, y'all.
Cheers.